In this video, I want to introduce you to some resources I use and recommend for outsourcing articles. So when you first get started, if you don't have a lot of money or a budget to work with, then the best thing that you can do is to write your articles yourself, because it's going to save you money. Unfortunately, though, it's going to take your time, and your time is unfortunately not scalable. You've only got 24 hours in a day. And so as you start to make more niche affiliate sites, and as you start to create more sites and scale, then you're going to want to produce content more rapidly. And so by yourself, you're not going to be able to crank out like 10 or 50 or 100 articles every single day consistently. And so it's a good idea to consider outsourcing articles to be written. And so I have a very simple process for doing this. You may want to come up with your own template and structure for your articles, but going back to my article structure for the articles that I write for myself, I just give this to the outsourcer, basically an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And then the body is just made up of a subheadline, paragraph, subheadline 2, paragraph, subheadline 3, paragraph. Very simple, and then usually give them a keyword to write about, or maybe 2 or 3 keywords to focus the article on. So there's several different resources when it comes to outsourcing articles out there, but I haven't used them all, but these are 2 that I have used and that I've had success with and that I recommend. So the first is iWriter. It's a very affordable marketplace. They have a couple different options when it comes to selecting writers, different quality levels of writers, but if you log in, you can create an account for free, and then there's some very short tutorial videos and that walk you through how to use iWriter to order content, and also if you want to be a writer yourself. So that's one option, but that's my more kind of affordable option. But you can pay a little higher prices for more specialized content, but this is definitely a place that's going to have a lot of writers, and you can outsource to a lot of different writers for a very affordable rate and just be able to scale for not a ton of money. And if you put in the effort initially to write your own articles, and you're already building some traction and getting some income and commissions coming in from those websites, then this is definitely something that you want to consider in order to kind of scale and increase your earnings moving forward. If you need more technical or specialized writing, then I recommend a site called BKA Content. These are all American writers, I believe. I've purchased content from here in the past for specialized things like gold IRA sites. They've got a couple different options here. Basically what I've done in the past is, I believe I got premium SEO articles, but if it is something branded, like you want them to kind of in the conclusion sort of introduce or recommend or have a call to action towards a specific product, then you'll need to select the branded post. But for most like generic articles related to a particular long tail keyword, you can just go with premium SEO articles. So they start around $9.50. They are definitely a premium article network, so it's not going to be as affordable as iWriter or some of the other article solutions out there, but I would try to get at least somewhere between 500 and 1,000 words per article. You can see the prices here. Again, it's not super cheap, but they do good work. So this is what I've done in the past. I've selected an article, usually at least 1,000 words, and I usually just get them to do the meta description, the tag, just to kind of save me some time. It may not always be perfect, but they usually do a great job of creating the titles for the article and the meta description. So about $50 per article, 40, $50. So again, it's not cheap, but once you start getting some money rolling in, it certainly is a better use of your time than you just have to kind of put a price tag on your time and how much is your time worth. How much is an hour of your time worth? Is it worth more than $50? If it is, then outsource the article. If not, if you're not at the point where your time isn't worth at least this amount, then you may want to still write the articles yourself. But these are a couple different resources that I use for outsourcing my articles and scaling up my niche affiliate websites, and the template that I give to the writer in order to write my articles.